Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video because we got a trailer for the brand new and final release of Season 3. For those of you out of the loop, about a week ago we got this image, which has got a lot of people thinking about ore architecture and things like that. And a lot of people also freaked out about that boat, but I've seen plenty of images kind of debunking the whole ooh, maybe Cantha thing, even though I would very much love a surprise Cantha trip for whatever reason. Any reason, really. And if this is to be ore, I mean, it looks alive. It looks like the cleansed version that we should have in game now, with Traherne actually having cleansed it. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into this trailer. Human gods have left Tyria, but one stayed behind.
Your divine lord is threatening all of Tyria. If another dragon dies, we all die.
Alright.
At a time when elder dragons endanger the whole world, Kryta must make uncommon allies.
Uncommon allies? The Risen are back?
Hinder the flow of energy. We must feed them to the lava, to his fires. The time has come. You ready to fulfill a prophecy? Go! Save the world. Save Tyria.
All right. Well, we'll have to run through this one more time to see if there's any Easter eggy type things in there. Definitely seems like there are a lot of short scenes, but that image seems to have been true. We're getting an ore map. Where? I have no idea. But yeah, let's take a closer look at the trailer and see if we can find anything. All right, so let's go ahead and start this over. And I'll just stop it every time I see something interesting.
Your divine lord is threatening all of Tyria. If another dragon dies, we all die.
Okay, for the first 25 seconds or so, it seems to just be recap of the Balthazar reveal and dealing with Primordius, and how Omad's machine more or less put him back to sleep or killed him. I'm not really sure. I think the general consensus is that he's asleep, and so is Jormag. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, right here we have, I'm guessing, just a new skin. So we'll keep going.
At a time when elder dragons endanger the whole world.
Okay, so here we have a shot of Bitterfrost Frontier, and I believe the next scene, yeah, here is Ember Bay, it looks like. I don't know if they're just trying to remind us that those places exist, or if we'll be headed back to both of those locations before headed to the new map. We'll go on a little bit. Okay, so here it looks like we're getting some kind of ghost, I'm assuming from Guild Wars 1 lore, and despite having played Guild Wars 1 since Prophecies, I hate to break this to you guys, but I haven't been the biggest lore head out there. I know a fair amount of the current story, but as far as Guild Wars 1 stuff goes, I'm kind of at a loss here. But if any of you guys know, be sure to let me know in the comments. That'd be cool. Anyway, let's keep going. Alright, so here they say uncommon allies, and then they show some Risen, which almost makes me think that we're going to team up with the Risen, but I'm not sure. Moving on, we see this lady. I think she's showing off some new armor, but I'm not sure. And right here we get a shot of, looks like Abaddon. As someone who recently played part of Living World Season 2 and saw this statue, I'm thinking that's a statue of Abaddon. Very cool. Very much makes sense in ore. Okay. And here we have the first real shot of the new map. My first impressions are that this doesn't look as cleansed as I had hoped. I know a lot of people were hoping we were going to see the Traherne cleansed version of ore, but this looks pretty much like typical ore, maybe a little bit newer, but that's about it. Let's keep going. Okay, this looks like another new skin, so eye that up if that's something you're after. We'll go ahead. Alright, so here we get another shot of the new map, or part of the new map anyway. This to me looks a lot more like what I was thinking, but the purple haze over everything is a little weird. I'm not sure if that's some sort of magical presence or what's going on there. But hey, at least we get a little bit of plant life in ore. Let's keep going. Here it looks like we get another new skin, so again, take a gander at that, and we'll move on.
These roaming undead hinder the flow of energy. We must feed them to the lava, to his fires.
Okay, so these roaming undead hinder the flow of magic, and we must feed them to his fires. I can only imagine that means Balthazar. I mean, they did show him earlier. So rather than working with the undead, are we going to corrupt his fire magic with the undead presence? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if we're working with them or we're just sort of using them as a means to an end here. I'm better with that. I don't think we should be working with the undead anytime soon. Let's push on a little bit further. And for a brief second here, we get what looks like a dragon. I can't imagine that's an elder dragon, so I'm gonna say it looks like one of Zaitan's dragon lieutenants, honestly, right? I mean, it's got the green haze around it. It's all death magic and undead. I suppose it's possible that one of his lieutenants might still be alive after all these years. I don't know. We'll push on a little bit.
The time
And stop here. We get our third, and I believe it's the final glimpse of the map. I only counted 3. But yeah, this looks a lot more like the ore I expected it to be. I mean, there's plant life. You see the ruined structures with kind of new life growing in them. Kind of makes you wonder, how big is this new map? It's probably still only one team working on just this map, so I can't imagine it's any bigger than, say, Draconis Mons. Anyway, let's get through the last little bit of this here.
has come. You
Stop
ready
it
to
here. You see somebody gliding, but also in the back you see Orion architecture with some lava flowing through it. I don't know if that lava plus the presence of several Primordius minion-looking creatures is just supposed to remind us that his minions are present as well. And, I mean, it's no surprise that gliding's going to be in this map. It's been in every map since Heart of Thorns, so cool. Glad to see that. And for the last little bit here, I think we'll just play it out. I'll stop it if I see anything.
fulfill a prophecy.
We got the cool boat up on the ledge. And right at the end there, we see that lady again, but I really think she's just trying to show off armor or weapon skins or something like that. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited. I'm very curious to see where they're going to take this story. That image they posted a week ago has had me thinking for about a week now, so I'm really glad this trailer is finally here, even though it only gives us so much, right? But back to ore we go, I guess. I'd always kind of hoped that they would just run 2 instances of the ore maps, a cleansed and uncleansed, that you could, like, enter basically the same way that we enter story mode versus an explorable path in a dungeon now. But it would seem that we're just kind of doing new maps or on their own timeline sort of thing, which is cool. I can still get behind that. I just feel like we might end up wasting potential parts of the map on current story that we can't really change later on. If ArenaNet comes up with a really cool story to take us back to ore now, we kind of have these timeline locked maps. But still, I mean, I'm a fan. I like it. Anyway, guys, that's the trailer. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna look into who that ghostly figure might be. and watch all the other reaction trailers that I avoided all day so that I could make this one without having seen any of it. But yeah, if you guys notice anything that I haven't, or you think that something I said was flat out wrong, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'd love to learn more about the lore. I've just sort of been lazy and working on actually unlocking parts of the game and getting gear and all that sorts of stuff. So, anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.